Well, those are the headlines that we are tracking for you all evening today on ET Now, so stay tuned. Well, first up, a big topic at hand, financial information and different kinds of data of customers of Air India and Domino's is reportedly leaked onto the dark web. In fact, Air India customer data includes credit cards, passports, phone numbers that have allegedly been leaked. A massive cyber attack on its data processor in February, and we're talking about 45 lakh Air India customers who may have been registered between August 2011 and Feb 2021 that may have been affected. For Domino's, meantime, its details of close to 18 crore orders, customer names, email addresses, mobile numbers, locations that may have been leaked. And this is something that definitely is very scary, given the fact that there were financial information as well involved. Well, on this very topic, we spoke to Ritesh Bhatia, cybersecurity consultant, to understand what steps should be taken for those individuals and users who have registered themselves on these websites or have used Domino's or Air India in the past with their credit cards or debit cards. Listen in.
No doubts about it that they need to change their password, not just on the Air India website, where they where they have registered, but if they're using the same password somewhere else also. Many of us do, for such kind of websites, we have like one common email and password as such. So they also need to change it at other places in order to avoid any kind of incidents in future. But the most important point I feel is, because the credit card information is there, it's really prudent if they change if they get their credit cards or the debit cards replaced. Because let's not forget that in order to do like international transactions, I'm not saying on all international transactions, in many of the international transactions, you don't need a CVV. And, a CVV, generating a CVV is also not a big thing. It's just the computer can do it within minutes, because it's just like a three-digit code as such. So getting that is also no big deal. But irrespective of that, I would say changing the cards, or at least you block the international transactions via your bank's app or net banking. So this is something that I would strongly suggest to do. I personally I have replaced my credit card as such. I've asked the bank to hotlist it and get another one, because I have also been traveling through the same airline. And lastly, monitor your bank statements, or don't ignore the SMSs that come to you. I understand that there has been no no implication as such right now. No misuse has been reported. But it's better to be safe than sorry. Get into a habit of having a different password for a different website. I know it's sometimes it gets very difficult, but then there are methods wherein you can easily remember them, or you can use like password managers also. And a two-factor authentication is a must. Now, even as far as the credit card is concerned, I think it's good enough to change your card every 2 years, with the kind of so many breaches are happening.
All right. Well, that, of course, was Ritesh Bhatia suggesting on how customers can ensure that their financial information is protected, especially given the fact that this is not, unfortunately, the first instance or the last instance. This entire lockdown has become a breeding ground of sorts for such unethical hacking activity. So always stay safe. Ensure that all of your accounts have two-factor authentication. I'm talking about social media as well. And of course, goes without saying, change all of your passports, especially with respect to your financial information, frequently enough, and keep passwords that are difficult really to imitate. Okay, well.